Alright, hello. Today I've got a kind of double feature for you. First, I'm going to be making some crock-pot shiitake macaroni and cheese. And I'm going to show you that first, and it's going to take a while in there. And while it's doing that, I also plan on making a gift for a friend of mine. And I'll post the video for that, or post the content of that in this video as well. So to start with, for the mac and cheese, I actually have two things going on already in the kitchen. First is boiling up some noodles. For this recipe, you need a little over 2 cups. I just did a cup of each, a penne and fusilli. You can use any kind of noodles you want. If you like elbow macaroni or whatever, you just do what you want. The second thing I have is bouillon stock chicken with shiitake mushrooms. These are dried shiitake. You just dehydrate them, and I'm rehydrating them with the chicken bouillon. 300 milliliters of water, 1 bouillon cube, and around 3/4 of a cup of these. Cut up with scissors. Okay, that's going on in the kitchen now. And next is cheeses. Okay, this is a pretty simple recipe. I've turned my crock pot onto low heat while I fill it with things. I'm going to want about 3 total cups of cheese. And I'm going to mix 3 types of cheese. So first type of cheese I'm going to use is just basic Colby Jack cheese. I'm going to shred 3/4 cups, or sorry, a cup for one of my 3 cups of cheese. One reason I like mac and cheese is you gotta just be in the ballpark. You don't need to be perfect here. So that cheese done. Second cheese we're going to use is Monterey Jack cheese. I got this brand at the local store. It's a bit hot. I'm sure you can see the cheese is kind of getting demolished a little bit. That's okay. It just means I'm going to have a bigger mess to clean afterwards. That's alright. Alright, so that's the first 2 cheeses. Everything's going to end up going in the crock pot eventually, so I put this in and it starts to get melty before the other ones, it's fine. Also, if you have like chunks of cheese, it's fine. This is going to be a multi-hour process where you're going to want to mix and blend all the cheese and gooiness as you go, so don't worry if your chunks aren't perfect. Don't worry if you don't have exactly 2 cups, it's fine, it's whatever. There's some more of that cheese in there. Okay, I'm just going to be putting a little bit of cream cheese in there too. There's like only an ounce or 2 left in this container, so I'm going to use up the last of it for this creamy mac and cheese. Dump that in there with it. Last type of cheese I'm going to use is brie. I have this little wheel, 125 grams brie. I'm just going to rip up the last bit of that because it's all going to get melting there anyway. So we have about 3 cups of cheese, a little bit of cream cheese extra. Clean all this stuff up. Okay, so next up is the noodles. They've been in there for a while. We don't want to boil the noodles till they're completely finished like you normally would. So at around 3/4 being done, so we're going to strain them and then bring them in. Okay, so my noodles are about 75% finished. They're not 100% done, but they're going to finish cooking in here. The reason to do it like this is somehow they come out less broken up and mashy at the end, so we'll see. I'm going to pour these in. Stragglers, here we go. last part is this chicken bouillon stock with the dehydrated shiitakes that have been in there. That's going to go in last. So where a lot of the moisture from this recipe is going to be for it to work in the slow cooker here. Alright, 2 ingredients left. We're going to hit it with some pepper. Not a whole lot, just a couple cranks. Okay. The last ingredient, mayonnaise. This happens to be some garlic cheese mayo sauce that I have. You don't want to put a lot, just maybe a nice healthy squirt down the middle. Around an 1/8 to 1/4 of a cup of mayonnaise. Mix that up the best you can. Okay. Now sometimes I like to cut up chicken cubes, saute them, and then add them in here, or raw ham cubes, because the ham is fine to eat raw. So if you like ham or chicken in your macaroni and cheese, you can toss that in here. Oh my god, it's already so gooey. Then I'm going to turn it onto high. Turn it on to high. Put my lid on. I'm going to wait 2 hours. But while I'm waiting 2 hours, I'm going to do another recipe for you, so let me clean this up. We'll start on item number 2. For item number 2, we're going to be bringing out the blender. For the last several years, I've made a kind of watermelon vodka for my friend's party, and using some of my new tools, including my sonic cleaner, I'm going to try to make it a little bit different this year. I'm going to be blending watermelon with Kirkland rum, and then I'm going to be putting it for 20 minutes in the sonic cleaner, and I'm going to filter it into an empty bottle. We'll see how it goes. So the first thing you need is watermelon and blender. Okay, I'm going to end up filling this around 3/4 of the way full. Okay, if you fill it more than that and then fill it with the vodka, you're going to get like a splash zone. So I'm going to quick cut this in the kitchen, and then come here with a spoon and start scooping it. Alright, so we filled this up. Next, I'm going to kill this bottle of vodka that I've been using for mushroom stuff. We're filling in the negative space. We're filling in the negative space around the watermelon. So this is going to end up being between 30 to 40% alcohol by the time this is said and done, I believe. Alright, so now this is full, we're going to hit it with the blender for about 30 seconds. Alright, for this next part I'm going to need sonic cleanser, so I'm going to move my crock pot to the floor here to do its thing down here. Alright, so to use the sonic cleaner, we have to fill it halfway with water. I need a little bit more, hold on. So we're going to use a funnel to fill the glass container with the juice we've made. So what we're going to be doing is vibrating this for 20 minutes. Shaking is going to mix the vodka and watermelon, but it's also going to break down some of the cell walls of the fruit matter for the watermelon, extracting more of the flavor chemicals and stuff like that from it. So 20 minutes and start. Okay, so the 20 minutes on this is finished. It's, as you can see, this nice pink watermelon color. We don't want all these solid parts, so we're gonna do two things here to strain. So I'm gonna put my funnel here. Brown coffee filter. I'm going to take the strainer that I've cleaned. I'm going to put the strainer over the coffee filter, and I'm going to pour this in slowly. Okay. The reason we're doing this slowly is we will overfill the funnel if we go too fast. This is going to take a while. So be very careful to not overflow your funnel and your coffee bag. So the more solid stuff is going to be caught by the strainer here. The coffee filter is going to get the really fine particulate. So I'll show you. Pulp's been caught by this. Coffee filter is going to filter out. The coffee filter can take a while, so I'm going to go work on the first part of this video while this drip drips. Luckily, I have a second empty bottle from all the stuff I've been doing. So we're basically just going to be repeating this process. You might have to move or adjust this occasionally. I don't know what's up with it, but it just like stops filtering. So you just got to move it around every once in a while. It's fine. Most of the solids got out anyways. After this settles for a while, I'm going to filter it again perhaps. Anyways, you're just going to keep doing this until you have a full bottle's worth or as much as you want. I'm going to be doing the same with this that I did before. We'll come back with some images of the final product above. Okay, see you then.